Hi, I'm Mark from eReplacementParts.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the armature on a Milwaukee cordless drill. The armature is the inner portion of your drill's motor. The armature assembly also consists of two bearings and the gear that links the armature to the gear case. The common symptoms of a bad armature will be excessive sparks coming from the side of your drill during use. You might also see some smoke coming out of your drill. Fortunately, armatures are easy to replace, and we're going to show you how. Armatures, as well as many other parts, can be found on our website at eReplacementParts.com. Let's get started. We'll begin by removing the battery from the drill. Next, we'll remove this rear cover. It's secured with 4 screws. Now we'll remove the 4 screws that secure the transmission to the housing. And now we'll remove the screws that secure the 2 halves of the housing together. Next, I'll pull the brush springs away from the brushes so we can easily remove the brush card from the armature. Now I'll separate the transmission and clutch assembly from the armature. I'll pull the brush card away from the armature, and I'll pull the field away from the armature. Now we can replace the armature. I'll slide the new armature into the field. I want these notches on the field to face towards the front of the drill. Now I'll insert the end of the armature with the gear back into the transmission. I want to make sure that the bearing gets pressed all the way into the transmission housing, like that. Now I'll reinstall the clutch, gearbox, motor assembly back into the drill housing. When I do this, I want to make sure that this groove on the field lines up with the tab on the housing, as well as this tab on the transmission lines up with the opening on the housing here. And I'll slide the brush card back over the armature. There's a slot all the way around the housing that the brush card needs to slide down into. So I'll line that up and slide the card into place. Now I just need to realign everything and make sure all the wires are tucked in so I can put the other half of the housing back onto the drill. I want to tuck the wires down in so they don't get pinched when we put the other half of the housing in place. Now I'll replace the half of the housing. And secure it with the screws. Now reinstall the 4 transmission screws. Now I'll snap the brush springs back into place and reinstall the rear cover. And now you know how to install a new armature on a Milwaukee cordless drill. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give us a thumbs up and leave a comment.